Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner. You join me here in the ANK and we're in Island Lake. Just got here from the tunnel right there and this area is enormous. Now I came here in the ANK purely because I haven't used it in a little while and I wanted to. And it seems like it might have been the most suitable vehicle to come here with. The reason we've come here, even though we've already done a bit of an exploring episode just a handful of days ago, is purely because we need this region open up to us so that we can carry on with the tasks. Now, there's a watchtower somewhere out here, right in front of me. So I don't know how far we're necessarily going to get with the fuel that we've got, but we're certainly going to go as far as we can. If we need to get another truck, then that's something we absolutely will do. Very, very muddy, very swampy area. I think this is probably the best truck we could have asked for out here. There we are. First cutscene of the episode straight away. Yes, swamp. Upgrade location discovered. We've got an abandoned drilling site there. That is a truck. It is indeed a truck. That looks like a very specific truck in particular. Upgrade location just over there. I'll absolutely try and get that. But truck. You like trucks. This could be a terrible mistake, but you only live once, and what's the worst that can happen? It's a swamp, not a lake, so could really be worse. And upgrades though. Upgrades are just as good as trucks, because they make your trucks better. So I'm recording all of this and the previous 3 episodes all in one sitting. This episode might end up being split into 2 sittings given the time of day it is currently, but that's not a problem for you guys. As it is just now, I figured I'd make a start because I really want to start making some real progress towards those main contracts, and they are at the point where they now have to be done in a particular order. It's an engine that fits scout vehicles. Awesome stuff. Now we just need to make our way back. This looks semi-dry. That is a banana barge. Something tells me I don't just get to keep it, but no, I don't. That's unfortunate. I might have to do a task for it though. I do get to do it for a task. Cool. We'll definitely look at doing that because banana barge, one of my favourite trucks. So I think what I'll do is I'll just carry on along this road, and that is a scout fuel carrier going straight there because fuel. And we'll also discover a trailer and then we'll carry on with the watchtowers. But let's go and grab some fuel first of all. There we are, scout fuel carrier, and I will fuel up from there. I don't know if that is needed for something. There's another truck out here. Oh, we'll go and have a look at that. This area looks incredibly interesting. In fact, what I can do is push this button here. Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing there, but no, we found all the vehicles, so That's not to say we won't get other vehicles that we can have, like the banana barge, after we do a task or get them unstuck. That is one of those Chevy Scout vehicles. I don't know if it's meant to be out there. Let me just... make it not be out there anymore. There we are. Not going to do anything with it right this very second, but log station, it's good to know. So let's head down here and then over to this watchtower and see. It's all roundabouts around here. Looks like there's another fuel carrier trailer down the bottom there as well. So, onward with the task. I'm also going to make it nice and bright and early in the morning. Because, why wouldn't I? Well, onwards we go, and I'll see you guys at the next watchtower. Okay, that was a exceptionally short trip there. Here we are. Let's have a look at this cutscene, see if it shows us anything interesting. It shows us a very muddy road. Other than that, it literally revealed nothing to us. There's so much to see. This area is enormous. There is a bridge that's out over there, so we'll avoid going that way. Let's head back the way we came and along and find out what's here. But yeah, just like before, this one's a little bit further away, so it won't be a 3.5 second cut. So I will make my way over there and I'll bring you guys back if we come across anything interesting. Okay, just coming up to the marker I set myself here. I have no idea what this area is. It's something though. That is a flooded building over there. That's probably not good for the building. What is this place? Wooden planks and metal beams you can get from here. Awesome stuff. There is a road that goes all the way out there, which would imply that there is a bridge out over here. Not to worry. We're going to head down here and head towards this watchtower and see what the story is over there. This truck is an animal. Swamp. Oh, what swamp? This thing handles this just as well as it does a tarred road. Speaking of which, on to the next one. Here we are at the next one. This one is actually up on a hill. Flaming barrels and corporate expansions or something. Nice little cutscene. There is a large building off in the distance there. Oh, an upgrade part. Corporate expansion, it was that. Another car. Fallen antenna, that's probably that there. Cross a bridge to get to it. But, first of all, upgrade, and yeah, there's a bridge out there as well. There's things everywhere. There's another scout fuel carrier there. But that is the next watchtower I'd like to go to. So first of all, I'll go and get this upgrade, and we'll come back along here and work our way towards it. So here's the upgrade, conveniently in a very muddy section. It's yet another engine, available for the Ford CLT 9000. Well, let's make our way to that watchtower, or the next thing on the map that I'm heading to. First I'll head up here, and then I'll see what's at this circle here, and then we'll see where that watchtower lands. But as you can see, we're not even, oops, we're not with it, there. We've not even done half of this area yet. tunnel. That will probably be the tunnel that goes off to Drummond Island. Let's just carry on and see what we find. We'll see you guys at the next one. And we seem to have found some kind of trailer here. With metal beams on it. Which is very cool, and a task over here. I'd be as well discovering what this is. The huntsman and the car. Cool, which would imply that there's another vehicle somewhere around here. So let's just head out this way till we find that watchtower. Now we've come across another fuel carrier trailer. I'm convinced these are here for the purposes of refueling it. I don't think they're probably not needed for anything. There is a task there, don't know what it is, but it's a task. There's a few lanes that just lead off. Sort of into nowhere. Which way to go? I will head up this way. There's multiple paths to take here. I'm going to take this one because simply why not? The rain is on, which is, I guess, something. This maybe wasn't the right path to take. This looks treacherous for such a size of vehicle. Even still, it's managed just fine. I'll just let it roll down this side here. Straight to the watchtower. Fantastic stuff. I've been promoted to rank 25, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Looking a little bit more mountainous over in this region. Upgrade location discovered. Just up the hill there. Absolutely, I'm going to go and find that. So I'll grab that. I'm going to also discover what this tunnel is here. And then we'll make our way down to this watchtower. There's this thing in the middle here that I don't know what it is yet. So we might hop in by there on our way. But let's go and get this upgrade location, which is annoyingly right beside me. I'll see you guys when we get to it. Okay, here we are. This has been an interesting trail. Not even really sure I'd call it a trail, but we got here in the end. Race suspension for the Chevy Kodiak. Awesome stuff. That is a truck we do have that I've not been using because it's not fully upgraded yet. Really needed the race suspension for that. So I'm going to carry on along this trail just because. And see where it comes out. I actually don't know if it comes out. It does. Probably crash there, but my next objective is over at that tunnel, just to double check that that is indeed the tunnel entrance to Drummond Island. Yeah, this is definitely meant for a scout vehicle. E&K is my substitute scout vehicle for this episode though, so we will power our way through. Okay, here we are, and it is indeed tunnel entrance to Drummond Island. I'm absolutely destroying this truck though. Suspension's taken a massive beating, and the fuel tank and engine didn't quite like the tiny little gap I had to squeeze through to get here. But that's okay. Like I said, substitute scout vehicle, and it's doing an absolutely fantastic job. Speaking of, let's have a look at the map, and well, I guess we're going down this way next. Probably not the right way to go to the watchtower, but it's the way I've decided to go. How bad can it be? Almost at the next watchtower now. I have to tell you, this this region is really giving the steering wheel a workout. It's I've got a steering wheel with 900 degrees of rotation and I'm using every single one of those. Oh dear. Just wiggle my way out of this. Or pull myself through it, one or the other. Oh dear indeed. Well, I'll get unstuck from this. There we are. And let's try that again, but with more speed and power. Okay, speed and power, bad idea there. Let's go around the other way. There's multiple ways into this watchtower, that's just one of them. But I'm going to absolutely wreck the truck, or worse, roll it. Trying to force it through those rocks. That seems like a bad idea to fall off of, so avoid that. There's many trees around here. Road's in here somewhere. There it is. Someone's camp by the looks of it. See what we can see with this cutscene. Literally exactly where we have just been, but that's okay. No upgrades. Yeah, cool. Okay, on to the next one. I still don't know what this is. I don't see much in the way of interest around it, so that's maybe something we'll just discover through the course of things. Next stop is down here. But I'll set a proper waypoint and I'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, here we are up at the fuel trailer. Some of my shortcuts are not doing this truck any favours. I'm really wrecking this truck today. The suspension is now 3/4 of the way destroyed. Fuel tank has taken a significant smack. Somehow managed to not burst any tyres. I'm not entirely sure how that's happened, but it is fine. So let's head back out down this way and we'll get this watchtower. That looks interesting. Rusty legs there, that's all the way up here somewhere. Be a long way to tow that vehicle. It's doable though. It's absolutely doable. But on to the next one and I'll see you guys there. See what we can find. Okay, here we are at the next watchtower. The suspension is ready to give up any second now. But that's okay, because we made it here. I didn't mean to do that. Looks like we've got a trailer there and things, and an upgrade location all the way up here. A fuel trailer over there, which we might see about getting. I'm gonna go for it. If I have a look here, the upgrade location that we have just unlocked is the last upgrade for Michigan, which is an achievement in itself. But this is where this truck sort of struggles. I'm going to take it down roads that are definitely not meant for these trucks. Service trailer would certainly not go amiss. But it's also worth pointing out that even if you demolish the suspension on your truck, you can actually still use it. It just really won't be doing you any favours. It will dramatically reduce its abilities. And I feel like I've gone the wrong way here. I have. Yeah, suspension's ready to give out. Let's turn around and see if I can find out where I'm actually supposed to be going here. I don't even see the marker I just put down. Let's try that one more time. We know about this one. It's over there. Okay, so it's through this gap in the trees. The things you do for upgrade parts. There we are. This looks kinda like a trail now. Big rocks are bad for your suspension. Somewhere there should be the upgrade. Just keep following this path until we find it, I guess. There's the fuel carrier trailer. There's the upgrade. Oh dear. Okay, that's that fixed. I'm now stuck in the trees though. I went and got the little Chevy. I can reverse it back here. And the reason I got that is because I flipped over, obviously, and I need to repair. I want to repair the ANK as much as I can. But with that being done, let's stop the engine, change back into the ANK. Let's carry on as we were with the final upgrade. Engageable diff lock for the White Western Star. Fantastic. Trust the last one that we find to be the one that we really need. Now I've got a small issue of to get out of here, which I think I'll take the actual road. Probably the best thing to do. This looks like a farm. Let's go and have a look at that. I'll see you guys when we're down the bottom. Now that is not something you see every day. We are obviously right at the very edge of the map, which you don't normally get to do. But that is what the edge of the map looks like. Very immersion breaking. But not to worry. Don't plan on hanging about in an area this close to the edge of the map. It is purely because I need to get down the hill. Which is proving easier said than done, because we're basically falling down the hill, crashing into trees on the way. That's the path over there. I don't know what this is here, but there's no upgrades to find, so not something I need to worry about. Ah yes, more damage, my favourite. Okay, here we are at what I thought was a farm. Turns out it's a sawmill, which is fair enough. As we know, there is no more upgrades to find, so we don't need to keep our eye out for any of them. But we will keep our eye out for any tasks. Something tells me that this sawmill is yet to be revived, but let's have a look here. Out this way to our next watchtower. And we've got another one over here as well. So 2 left to go. I'll make my way to that one, and I'll bring you guys back when we get there. Okay, here's an objective here for the bridge of some description. But that's not what I'm here for just now. I'm here for watchtowers. Bully my way through a gap in the rocks. And through the trees too. And then finally up to the watchtower. Overlooking the swamp area of the map. have a quick look on the map and see what that's opened up for us. Big fuel carrier there. That will be the bridge that it wants us to build. I guess just onto the next one. Which, looking at it, should be able just to follow this road all the way down. I might even stop in by that fuel carrier. But we'll see. But I'll bring you guys back at the next one. I believe the next one is the last one. Okay, we're almost back to where we actually started this episode, and I am now down a tyre. As you can see, our front wheel is punctured. So let's just carry on along this way. We started the episode just over here, in fact. So very close to where it all started. But let's just limp our way there with this flat tyre. I mean, I do have a spare wheel on this truck, it is worth pointing that out. I could always repair it, but there's something directly in front of me. And that is indeed the way I want to go anyway. But it doesn't hurt to have a flat tyre for now and again. At least if the truck's completely destroyed, it can't get damaged. It does affect the traction, of course, and the ability to steer. This is a trailer place. Discovered a new trailer there. Go for the service trailer. I'll refuel and I will repair. There we are. Fully up to scratch truck, which it's very handy. Having that maintenance trailer in this region is definitely something I'm going to need. I will probably need a full-blown service truck here. But while we were passing, it just made sense. So there's the watchtower just off to the right there. Let's beeline our way over there as we destroy all these fallen trees. They cause us more hassle than if they weren't there at all. That overlooks some kind of construction yard. And with that, we now have this area fully uncovered, with the exception of some areas in the centre where the watchtowers don't cover, like Huntsman and the car, for example. This, whatever this is, that thing there. But there's fuel carrier trailers, like, everywhere on this region, which is handy because they seem to be placed exactly where we've needed them every time. But let's go and have a little look at what this is here, because I have no idea what this is. It is some kind of warehouse. And there is a trailer there. I do enjoy trailers. I enjoy them more when they're not there, but it's a convenient looking trailer. It looks like we're going to have to get one of our trucks down here with the low fifth wheel on it. But there isn't really anything else to be seen around here. But with that being said, that is where I'm going to leave this episode for today, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can, of course, subscribe. And also ring that bell icon as well, that way you get notified of all future uploads. And you can also join me over on Discord. The link to Discord is in the video description. It's also over on the channel page. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, where we do something completely different. Bye for now.